Are you someone that is trying to lose weight, trying to be more healthy, trying to get in shape, but you are completely and absolutely lost on where to start? If that's you, then welcome to my page. My name's Natalie Holmes and I am a North London based personal trainer and nutrition advisor. The idea behind You First was from this realization that so many people don't make health their priority. They get caught up in the everyday stresses of life, work, children, relationships. You First was born out of the idea that you should put yourself first. And that is the most important thing. If you're the best version of yourself, then you can be better for everybody else. Prior to becoming a personal trainer, I worked as a fit-in model for Victoria's Secret for 4 years, and Pink and the Centre. I tried on every different style of panty before it went into production. My claim to fame is that for 4 years, any underwear that went into the Victoria's Secret store you saw on the Victoria's Secret runway, it was approved by me first. Standing in front of the mirror all day, every day, in my underwear, and also having to walk into boardrooms and stand in front of maybe 30 people was pretty intimidating. So it probably is the thing that really drove me more into fitness and being in shape. In order to do the job, I had to maintain specific measurements. It was a part of my contract. Doing a job like that, it has given me an insight into how to maintain measurements, how to keep in shape. I also did some modelling for some of the local brands and a few of the hotels in Sri Lanka. After I left my job as a Victoria's Secret fit-in model, healthy eating and exercise was still something that was very much a part of my life. So when I came back to England after the breakdown of my marriage, I ended up back at my mum's house in London, and I hadn't lived in the UK for 7 years, and quite frankly, I really didn't see the UK as home anymore. Sri Lanka was my home. So I was honestly broken. I was completely lost. I didn't know where to start, what to do. I hadn't worked in project management for 8 years and I had no idea what to do career-wise. So what I did was I just focused on exercise. I did a massive revamp of my room, my old room, and then every day just made sure that it was lockdown, of course, so there was nothing I could really do. I couldn't go out and get a job because the situation was what it was. So I just kept myself busy every day by going and doing exercises. In my mum's little tiny living room, I rolled up the carpet, moved the coffee table, and I just kept active. And I just realized how many people were struggling just to find the motivation to carry on, and how many people were feeling down and sad. And although I'd had everything that I had going on, I was still able to keep going, and I just wanted somehow to get people to see that. So I think my passion grew more, and my desire to share this knowledge and this thing that I found that just makes everything okay, I wanted to share it with everyone. So I decided that I'd start a course in personal training. They say that if you can get paid to do something that you love, then you're winning, and that's 100% the case here. My passion has come from and is in getting people to just move correctly and to get active. It doesn't need to be, you don't need to be some top athlete. You don't need to be this super toned six-pack person on Instagram. What you'll find is so many of us have back pains, and what will we do? We'll go to a doctor and we'll say we have back pains, and they're just going to give us medicine. And what we're doing is just putting bandages on top of the issue. And it's something so simple that it's probably because you have a tight muscle and all you need to do is stretch it out. Weight loss may be your ultimate goal, but if you go and follow one of these trainers doing all these crazy exercises, you're going to get injured. Your body is simply not ready for that. So my passion has become now building people up and making people understand that their body is a temple, and you don't need to rush it. It's a journey, and for it to be sustainable, you need to make it slow and steady. This is why I want to work with people and get myself out there, so that I can make people realize, don't run before you can walk. And I want to help you get all the foundations in place first through proper assessments with me before getting you into the more advanced stuff. So it looks like, first of all, we're going to fix your form. We're going to make sure that your body is right, your posture is correct, and you're moving correctly. Something as simple as getting you to run, and for me to look at how your legs are moving, getting you to squat and making sure that there's no tightnesses that are making you lean forward, for instance. Because one thing I've seen is so many people, when they squat, lean so far forward, and I've always thought that that was right. No one ever told me any different. Okay, people said lift up your chest, and for me, I was like, how can I possibly lift up my chest? That does not, I can't even get my body into that position. So it's actually finding out, if you can't get your chest up, why can't you get your chest up? There's obviously some weaknesses in your body. So it's, first of all, finding out what the weaknesses are in your body, finding out what we need to strengthen to get your form right, to get your core strong, so you can move everything around freely without having to worry about getting injured. In addition to that, obviously, for people who want to lose weight, we can introduce cardio with that. We can introduce some HIIT training. There's going to be nutrition information. I'm going to be posting myths, debunking any of these things that you hear about cutting out carbs, all the fad diets that are out there. I'm going to try and bring some stats and facts to the table and try and make things a bit clearer. I'll have some workouts out there. I'm hoping as well to start a group on Facebook where I can bring together females, sorry guys, around North London for a HIIT class, for instance, and then, I don't know, have a party in the park or go to a local pub when lockdown ends. So my hope is to bring together a nice community of girls who want to connect over getting fit and also having fun. I've put together a guide called the Getting Started Guide. I'm not very creative. It basically just outlines the basic stuff that you need to know. So how much you should be doing, what you should be eating and what you shouldn't be eating, how to plan your meals in a healthy way, and what your plate should look like. And also just some basic information on how to read nutrition labels, so you know what is in the food that you're eating, the calories. So if you want to get that guide, there's a link at the top of the page. It's free, so please have a look, download it, and share it. Recommend me to your friends. Yeah, I will be doing some classes to get everybody involved, but I would say the classes are going to be very generic, because at the end of the day, any programs that I do for people, I want them to be based on you, on your movement, on your imbalances, on your weaknesses and your strengths. So any classes that I do, it's not physically possible for me to incorporate everybody's strengths and weaknesses. But if you are interested in getting a more personalized program, and I can tell you what you should be doing in your spare time, on what muscles to be stretching and what muscles to be strengthening, and giving you some exercises, then please do hit me up. If you have any questions and you just want some clarification on some stuff, I will try my hardest to answer anything that you ask me. In the meantime, guys, just go for a walk every day. If you're not active at the moment, going for a walk is amazing for you. It gets your heart going. And also, did you know that when you're doing low intensity exercising, like walking, guess what gets burnt first? Fat. There's some information for you. Have an amazing day, guys. Bye.